Hello everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and this is going to be a very quick summary of the changes coming in 9.18 version 2. This has just been released today, some minor updates to what happens if you own a tier 9 vehicle, or a tier 9, or what will be a tier 9 light tank, like T54 lightweight, RE251, T49, MX1390. Those, I believe that's the four of them. I don't think there's another one. The W13 remained a tier 8. So they've updated the changes for that there. So now it has been confirmed that if you own a T54 lightweight and it's moved to tier 9, the crew will remain with the T54 lightweight. And like if you're a person like me who owns all four of these vehicles, that is gigantic, and that's going to save you a lot of crowds and a lot of a ball ache trying to retrain all the crews because it's so goddamn annoying to try and retrain. How many crew members this be? Like four, four, three, and I think I think it's four as well. So that's 15 crew members, and you would have to like undo the skills, and you would yeah, it's just such a ball like do 15 crew members. I mean, I find it a pain in the ass to do six, so I can't be bothered doing 15. Fuck that. So yeah, they've done this essentially. They've just outlined the compensation for owning what currently is a tier 8 light tank and is being moved to tier 9. So you get the tier 9 version for free, and you also, if you do not have the LTTB in your garage, you are given the LTTB with a 50% crew. So that's pretty awesome. And if the LTTB is available in the garage, perform. Wait, is it? Oh yeah, if you do own the LTTB pre 9.18, you get 1.205 million credits. I believe that. Did I say that right? If the LTB is available in the garage, form refund. Okay, yeah, so you get half the money, half the cost of the vehicle, essentially. So it's pretty good. And so for somebody like me, I believe this means that I will get a free LTTB with a 50% crew, and the T54 lightweight crew will be retrained for the T54 lightweight, and not just be stuck at tier 8 because that's pointless. I mean, what the fuck is the point of that there? I always thought that was really fucking dumb. Um, I mean, having the vehicles retrained for a vehicle of a lower tier when you had the higher tier vehicle unlocked. What? That was always just kind of like, that makes no sense whatsoever. Why the fuck would you do that? So yeah, I'm glad they're fixing that there, so that's handy. This basically applies for all different vehicles. I think you maybe get slightly different amount of compensation depending on the vehicle. And if you don't know how to say this here, if you go to the most recent post about this here, if you click list of changes, it'll show you basically all the updated changes for this year. The changes I read for the T54 Lightweight basically apply to all these here. If you want to read up more about them yourself, then it's one of the first articles on the World Tanks EU webpage. They've also changed the recharge time of the large first aid kit, and it's now equal to the recharge time for the smaller first aid kit. Now, this is something I forgot to mention in my overview. I didn't actually go into any details on the first aid kits as far as, or on the consumables as far as I remember. So the way they work is you can use them multiple times in a battle, and it won't cost you more. So say if you pay 3,000 credits, use it once in a battle, it'll cost you 3,000 credits. If you use it like 7 times in a battle, it'll cost you 3,000 credits. So yeah, it won't cost you a ridiculous amount of money to resupply the consumable. So that's awesome. And I like that they're going to try and standardize the time period that the consumables are on recharge. Because if they do this for all three types of consumable, like the fire extinguisher, the first aid kit, the repair kit, if they do that for all three of them, I think that's a good idea because that's said the large repair kits already have a significant boost over the smaller repair kits because you just hit it once and repair every module in your vehicle, whereas for the small ones will only repair one single module. So that's a pretty significant difference in terms of the effect that they can have. So yeah, in my opinion, that's a really good change for them to have made. So I'm just trying to think. What was the other thing I was gonna say? So and also the like things like the large park. I believe they give like some sort of buff on the crews to like make them more resistant to like stuns and stuff. I believe like they get some sort of buffs like the standard premium consumable buffs that they get. I'm trying to remember what the hell they're called. Like I know like a large repair kit currently on the live server will give like 15% boost to repair speed or some shit. Hang on, I'll just quickly open one of the tanks here and just look. See what's the boost that this gets? Plus 10% to the speed of all module repairs, large repair kit, minus 5% to the stun duration, and plus 15% to protection of the crew from injuries, and automatic fire extinguisher plus 10% to the fire protection skill. So, yeah, that's already a significant advantage over the standard consumables. So I think it's a good idea for them to standardize it a bit and not give the premium consumables a significant advantage. 30 seconds is gigantic. I mean, that's half a minute faster you can be back into a fight. And considering the large versions of these consumables will just repair everything, that will mean you're like as a normal tank would be out of the. Say if you got like your ammo rack and your engine damaged, you would have to wait a minute and 30 seconds to repair your engine, and then you would have to wait another minute and 30 seconds to repair your ammo rack. Whereas with large repair kit, it's 60 seconds and done. So that saves you like a third of the time. So yeah, that's kind of massive. Like that's too much of an advantage in my opinion. So I hope they standardize that a bit and make it a little less significant. So see, and most of the rest of these here are just kind of just like visual changes and general fixes to the visual models and like the interface and all. So I believe I've covered the most important things about this here. So overall, I think these are really good changes. I'm hoping they standardize this thing here to make it a bit more fair for people running standard accounts, because you can't afford to run premium consumables on a standard account. You really can't. The only thing you can really afford to do on a standard account is maybe buy like 100 fire extinguishers from the depot whenever they're on sale. That's typically what I do, if I'm totally honest. I'll buy like 100 at once, just buy them all in bulk, and then that usually will do me for quite a while, and then they'll give them away every now and then for free, and like the wee missions they do at the weekends. So yeah, that's typically how I keep my supply of premium fire extinguishers up. But you couldn't afford to do that for all three of the different premium consumables. That would be way too expensive. That would be mental. So yeah, that's in my opinion, that's a very good change. As long as they do it with the repair kit, the first aid kit, and the fire extinguisher, that will be a significantly better way of doing things. So yeah, I believe that's about everything I really need to cover in this video. I can't think of anything I missed out. So yeah, let me know, what do you think of these changes? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? I can't really imagine you thinking they're bad because, well, the only real bad thing you could say would be if you're on a premium account, you'd be a bit sorry about about this change here. But honestly, I just think it's better for game balance, just to like make sure that people who pay money towards the game don't have a significant advantage over people. Like, so yeah, I think for game balancing reasons, this is a great idea. So yeah, I'm trying to think anything else I need to talk about. I don't think so. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.